Hello, my friends. 'Tis a Sunday Eve. Sundays are already dead at the gym, but especially Sunday Eves. And we are doing one of our 2 leg days, which means this is one of our 2 days where we actually wear shoes. Coach Tom is a shoe hater. I hate shoes. I think they're terrible, awful, really bad for our feet and therefore really bad for our body. Obviously, it's sort of a necessary evil in certain instances, but here at the gym, I don't tend to wear shoes, but on leg day, I wear squat shoes for when I do my squats, because that allows me to get a little more quad emphasis out of my squatties, as well as improves the mobility a little bit in terms of getting low. Yes, anyway, so since we are a bodybuilder, the strategy here is to isolate first and then finish off with some compounds to give a little extra, just a little extra volume for the muscles, but focusing in on specific muscles first. So this first round is going to be upper leg, so quads and hamstrings, as well as calves. So starting on our hack squat machine, I'm going to do some calf raises. I've already done my general warm-up. So now we're doing the specific warm-ups. And then I'm gonna do 2 working sets per. That pretty much goes for all the movements. And once we're done with the calves and upper leg, we're gonna move on to the hips and glutes. And then we are going to, again, finish with some compounds, some squats, and some deadlifts, and that'll be that. It doesn't matter that much. Let's see, this looks a little long. Maybe. For my money, leg extension, the best quad exercise. I mean, it's literally isolates the quads. I don't know how else to put it. One of these days I'll film my general warm-ups, but for the sake of time on the old GoPro, I think we should just really get to the workout. But I think a general warm-up is really important. Poisonally. Single leg hamstring curl. It's becoming a new favorite. My legs are a little bit sore / fatigued from my jujitsu yesterday. And again, that becomes the tricky balance for a hybrid athlete. But yeah, I went to, if you're in the Minnesota area, you might be familiar with the Dead End Hayride. And went to that last night with my girlfriend and my older brother and his girlfriend. And Coach Jesse of Success is one of the scare actors there, as well as a manager. And he was amazing. I feel like obviously I'm gonna be biased, but like I feel like even if I didn't know him, I would have been blown away by his performance. Like he actually had a big show scene, and you know, before I got on the trailer for the hayride, I texted him which trailer I was in, so he could give me some special attention. And he definitely did. He chainsawed me to death. It's great. Highly recommend. Blown away by that. Coach Tom actually used to be a scare actor himself in Orlando, because I lived there for about 4 or 5 years, and I was a performer, and as a part of that, I started my performing as a scare actor at Halloween Horror Nights, just for 1 season. But Horror Nights, I would then go as a guest all the other years. And, you know, that's a fantastic event, obviously. One of the best in the country is what you hear. One of the best in the world, actually. But I'm not gonna lie, I was super blown away by the dead end hayride here. Like, I didn't know what to expect. My expectations were blown out of the water, though. Whatever expectations I did have. Okay. Anyway, normally we do like 2 to 3 warm-up sets per exercise, depending on how heavy we're going, as well as the exercise itself. And as I've said many a times at this point, you know, I'm still experimenting with this whole filming process, so that means we gotta figure out how we want this camera pointed for the best shots. Give you the best immersion into the POV of Coach Tom. Getting that set up for later. I'm doing hip thrusts. In my opinion, hip thrusts aren't even worth doing unless you have a machine variation, because the setup is so silly when it's a free weight. So silly. I don't know how hot of a take that is, but get one more warm up in here. Still got another one to do. Other leg extension. I'll do probably one more over there as well. We're full stacking this guy ultimately. Well, actually, we're full stacking everything. And then I'm gonna add some weight to those two, like beyond what's on the machine itself, I mean. We're not quite there yet with this one, but eventually I might start doing that. And I'll show you how I do that. Got a little makeshift gym pin. It's a Coach Hunter trick. I can't claim credit for it. Whoa. Okay. don't want to brag, but my calves have gotten mad strong. Let me just say. Oh, yeah. Legs in general have gotten a lot stronger. And honestly, that's a result of isolating. Certain people like to crap on isolations because they're easy and it's the easy way out. Just do compounds, be hard, whatever. And it's like, there's a time and a place for everything and it's goal dependent, all that jazz. So don't listen to the haters sometimes. Oftentimes. Whew. Love compound movements, love them. But I love all the movements, really. Okay. Sorry I keep fiddling with this thing. Okay, since we are at the working set here, I might circle back around and, nah, we'll do our working set here. Actually, I might have to pee, so I might have to pause the old video quick. BRB, friends. And we're back. Okay. About to hit up our first working set on the old hamstring curl. Crikey. Oh gosh. Freaking head strap. Okay, we're good. Lock in, baby. Oh, crikey, wow. Take a second to recover. Pro tip, as they say, you want to rest between sides on a unilateral movement. Don't do your right and then immediately go into your left, because then your left will probably not get as much of a stimulus as your right, because you're not gonna be able to push as hard, you know? It fatigues the body, the brain needs to recover. Just because you did the one side doesn't mean it's the only thing that's taking a hit. As far as resting goes, I never time my rests. I don't think that's important personally. Just go by feel. Now you can take this health and fitness stuff really far as tracking all the variables goes, but that's not realistic. And I don't think it's really all that helpful either. I think that can almost be a deterrent for people, because you already have so much stuff to worry about in life. The most important thing is you're getting in and doing the things, following some basic guidelines on how to optimize the basics. But timing your rest times, I think, is generally very unnecessary. Okay. I might get more on this right side. Oh gosh, wow. Oh, oh. Yep, that was good. That was really good. Really good, really good. Okay, now for the gym pin trick. Actually, I'm gonna grab the weight first. So for the hack squat, I'm going to add 35 pounds on top of the 400 from the stack. And pretty soon I'll switch it to a 45. But still working on the 35. You know, I shouldn't have put this here like that. I should be very gentle. These pieces need respect and love, so apologies. Okay, so yeah, look at this. A little cute guy here fits perfectly into there. And then we take this, shove her on, and now we can go beyond. Beyond. Okay. We ready for this? Oh, hamstrings are still. Oh. Bring the heat. Okay. Meh. Not so bad. Woo! Okay, I might actually keep that on for round 2. Next time I think we're gonna have to go to 45 because that was about 10 reps, I think. Holy bananas, okay. So now we're gonna max this stack out and add some weight with some more tricks. So this screwdriver works better in this machine. I'm gonna add a 10-pounder there, plus some sandbags, or some ankle weights, essentially. Wow, my hamstrings, yo. Ho. Merry Christmas. No, it's the Halloween season, baby. Stop with the Christmas songs, boy. Okay, so now grabba. So we got this here, and we got this. So I don't know exactly how much additional weight this is gonna come out to, but as long as I'm consistent with that weight, it doesn't matter that much. So I'm gonna take these guys too. So I know this is about 5 pounds of additional weight here. And I know that these are about 4 pounds a piece. About. I'm always most scared for this set because I just know it's gonna be hard as freak. Oh. But this is the one I don't know how much it weighs, so approximately, we'll say 10, 14, you know, somewhere between probably 15 and 20 extra pounds on that there stack. Oh, I want this back more. Okay, take a moment to mentally prep. It's always the first working set. The second one, even though technically you could argue it's harder because you're already a little brought down by the first set, there's the most pressure on that first set. So that's where it gets scariest. Ah. Oh. Okay. Let's do this, baby. No pain, no fear. Gosh, this is, oh my gosh, I'm just, woo. Okay, come on, man. Okay. Lock in. It's a sprint. The saying is usually it's a marathon, not a sprint, but in this case, it's a sprint. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna 3, 2, 1 it, and then we have to go. 3, 2, 1. Oh god, it's not pretty, but it pumps the quads up. I'll tell you that. Whoa. Man. Jumping. Jiminy. Okay, so we got one more here. I might not. No, we'll bring it down 10. Oh. But round 2 over here, we're gonna take off sandbags, which we will use it on the adduction, abduction. Take these and keep this on. Oh gosh. That one's gonna be hard to progress in. I've been started with just adding this guy, and then I added the other stuff a couple weeks ago, so it's going well, but gosh, is that hard. So yeah, Coach Tom's all about intensity. I think volume is not as beneficial for a lifter, we'll say, with natural hormones. Really got to try and give the muscle a reason to grow. So focus on that muscle, lower reps, get stronger over time. And part of the lack of volume is that volume will just fatigue you over time. You won't be able to get stronger as easily. And muscle is a byproduct of strength gains. It just is. It just is. It's not rocket science. Okay, this is a stray cup. Alrighty then. That's it. That is it. That is it. Wow. Ha. Ugh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So in total, by the end of this, every muscle in the lower half, basically, outside of, I guess, direct tibialis work, which is the muscle up front on the lower leg. But anyway, basically everything's gonna be hit for 4 working sets. So we got 2 isolation, 2 compound per. Oh wait, other leg, whoopsie. Come on. Oh, God. Oh. Man, okay. Make a lot of noises, I know. Mostly involuntary. Let's get these calf raises, baby. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. Wowzers. Might have to pee again in a second here. We are hydrated. Check on the battery life. Oh, it's doing super well. Wow. Impressive. Okay, hit this up, then get ready to start the next superset after we tinkle. All right. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Every time. Come on, baby. If you're not a little scared for your working sets, then you're not doing it right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. It. Oh, okay, quick potty break. Oh. Alrighty. So for the hips and glutes, again, we're doing the hip thrust on the Smith. We're doing adduction, abduction, good girl, bad girl, as they call it, as well as some single leg raises with the kettlebell upon the foot for some of those hip flexor muscles specifically. So we'll start there. Just got one warm up here. Other ones we'll do a few more warm ups. Actually, maybe not really. You don't need to do that many warm ups here for any of the exercises. Okay. This is one of the only unstable movements we're doing on this leg day is free weight kettlebell. I'll probably say it a lot, but there's a kind of I don't want to say tricky balance, but there's a definite balance between properly warming up a muscle and versus exhausting the muscle, which you don't want to do when you're warming up. You don't want to exhaust at all. The warm-ups are practice for the working set. All right, so abduction, outer legs, and the butt from the outside. Probably do 2 warm-up sets. Yeah, 2. 2 will be good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Now a little trick with this guy is you got all your settings for the width of the legs. If you're really flexible, you go farther, obviously. But this is the widest it goes per the settings. But you can actually go beyond the settings like that. Get even deeper. This one's definitely harder. You know, there are some outliers, but for most people, the adduction is going to be harder than the abduction because of the muscles being utilized. Oh boy, who's over there? Oh yeah. Oh. Dude, it's good. It's real good. How's your workout?
Good.
That's what I'm talking about. I got the GoPro on, by the way, so I'm videoing. Videoing everything.
You guys have like a YouTube channel?
We do, yeah. It's just my name with success on the end. Hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be a new series we're doing with the GoPro. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh, these are way harder than they look. Okay. What time is it? 7:20. Hoi. Okay. One more warm up. Oh yeah. Bringing that intensity over there. That looks good. Well, you have a great night, man.
I'll take a look at it YouTube.
Yeah, please do. Oh. And that client's name is Hunter, not to be confused with Coach Hunter. He's a good kid. Not quite sure how old he is. I think 17. Yeah, definitely works hard. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna be done with these before we even start the working sets on the others. And after all this, I'll probably do a little cardio, but I won't take you guys along for that one. That'll just be a steady state frickin' elliptical. Cardio is very important, my friends. And you ideally want to split your cardio up or do it independent of your strength training, especially if you want to optimize them. If you're just trying to be healthy, generally healthy, you don't necessarily need to follow that guideline, but weak hip flexors mean compromised lower back. So don't let your hip flexors get weak or tight. Both are problems. All right, adding the weight to the stack. I won't lie, that last warm-up on here was a little harder than I was expecting. Oh, come on now. There we go. The 10. If you made it to this part in the video, let me know if you prefer Christmas or Halloween, or neither. For me, it's dependent on the season. Like, it's close between the two. I won't lie, I'm not particularly religious, so I approach Christmas from a very secular place. But yeah, I think when it comes down to it, Christmas is definitely the one that gets a lot more of the festivities and decorations and things, and it's a lot harder to forget that it is Christmas season. Halloween's it's not niche, but it's more niche than Christmas is. But yeah, if it's October, I prefer Halloween. If it's December, I prefer Christmas. They're both great. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. almost passed out there. Oh. Ah! Wow. Alrighty. Alrighty then. This puppy almost fell out. Hoy. Hoity toity. All right, let's adduct, shall we? Away we go. Okay, not quite yet. Okay. Big stretch, big stretch. Up. Okay. No. Okay. Round two, we're keeping the plate. Oh no! What a catastrophe. Bad, Coach Tom. Bad. Wonder if anybody else is gonna show up. Sometimes Nick Hudson, Coach Nick Hudson, shows himself on a Sunday eve. All right, first working set of the hip thrust is about to commence. What are we at? Does it say 21? Okay. Yeah. Woo! Oh! I was gonna say, try not to make direct eye contact while someone is hip thrusting. If you know, you know. Adjustment. Adjustment. Come on. All right. Oh, okay. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Push, 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 come on. Yep. Okay. Oh, my glutes. That's what you want to say after hip thrusts. Ooh. So hip thrusts are also technically a compound, so by the end of this we'll have done 3 different compounds, but hip thrusts are less of a compound than a squat or a deadlift. Compounds are just multi-joint movements. And on a hip thrust, it's not just your hips that move. You probably get a little bit of movement through your knees and ankles. But still, yeah, technically a compound that's sort of working to isolate the glutes, you could say. All right. Power up. All right. We're feeling it, honey. Wait here. Come on. Okay. Whoa! Oh wait, what am I doing? Yeah, when it comes to our last 2 movements, the hack squat and the deadlift, I'm gonna do 1 warm-up, 2 working, then we'll call it. And as far as deadlift goes, well, you'll see when I get there, but it's actually a seated deadlift on a cable, so it's a little different than what I would typically have done in the past, but I'm trying to be a little bit more stable with a lot of my movements for bodybuilding purposes. Don't worry, I still work plenty of instability, as I am a jiu-jitsu athlete as well. But for bodybuilding endeavors, it makes sense to get more stability to optimize the gains. Yes, honey. Come on. Yep. Toast. Toast, toast, toast. Okay. Where am I going? I think I might actually keep this weight the same for round 2. You can get a lot done if you bring the intensity. And I know there's a lot of rest, but again, if you're not resting enough, that means your cardio could be the thing that makes it so you don't get the right stimulus in your muscles. And then how are you gonna get better? How are you gonna improve? It'll be a lot harder, I'll tell you that. Ugh. Oh, okay. I think we're ready, Freddy. Freddy! Freddy or Jason, if you made it to this part of the video, let me know in the comments. Freddy or Jason, who you got? Push, 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 push. Come on. Woo. Yep, okay. We'll take that apart at the end when we're all done. I think filming these is helping me push even harder, which makes sense. Oh, the buns. All right, squat and deadlift. Wow. Got our carabiners on here. I think we'll finish this up a little after 8, which will be just fine. All right. And the warm-up sets, I do not use a belt or straps, but working sets, yes. I think we'll warm up the squat at about 200, and then we've been working. You gotta keep in mind the muscles are a little taxed at this point, so not going as heavy as we would otherwise. But yeah, working set, I think we're gonna go about 260. Drop it down real low. As low as we literally physically can. The nice thing though, even though we are a little more fatigued, we're really loose and warm. So hips and everything, knees, ready to play. So that's the benefit. Whew. And the deadlift. Probably put this one on the 18. Don't actually know what these numbers indicate, not gonna lie. Because the machine over there, same as this one. And that one is not 10 per. But Coach Hunter said that this one is 10 per. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter too much on a machine what the weight is, as long as you're being consistent and tracking. Like base, you know, you can put, you know, I'm on 18. I can put, if I was writing these down, which I'm not, I just do my best to memorize. Which I don't necessarily encourage that unless you're confident enough in your abilities to memorize. But my movements are basic enough to where I can remember this stuff pretty easy. Anyway, what I was saying was, just write 18. It doesn't matter if it's 180 or 18. Just write 18. Keep track of that. Eventually be at 19, 20, 21, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Hoop. Okay. Now we bring the thunder. There's a sky for you, baby. So basically every muscle in my lower half is going to be utilized here. Again, just looking at it as sort of a finisher. We isolated everything, gave everything its appropriate attention to maximize the tension on the muscles in question. Now, we bring them all together. As far as the deadlift goes, we're doing a straight leg. So it's very much posterior chain dominant, not much in regards to the quads, but hack squat is a little more quad dominant, or not a little more, it's a lot more. So our quad dominant compound, our hamstring dominant compound, yep. Oh, squats are really something. Really, they are. Mentally preparing myself, as always. gotcha. Oh. Okay. Might drop that one like 20 pounds for the last one. Holy cannoli. And we're gonna strap up for this one. Take off this watch. How's the battery? I said, how's the battery? Oh, we might die before we finish. Ah! Oh, ripped my shirt. Oh, ripped it again. Oop. Ah. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Oh, okay. Oh, God. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, it's gnarly. Such a crazy range of motion. Yikes. Oh. One more time, honey. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. Whew. They would have kicked me out of Planet Fitness long, long ago. puff. Whoop. Come on, man. That's it. That's it, baby. No. That's my impression of a baby. Hope it creeped you out. I think I'm gonna keep this full stacked. I don't know. This will be the finale, my friends. Let's see what the battery's gonna do. Same place. Man, I wonder how long I've been here for. I'm guessing an hour and a half. Arriba, arriba. See, I haven't even done that many sets in the grand scheme of things, but you know, if you're going for it, intensity-wise, it'll still take you a little second, depending on how many muscles you're trying to hit. Oh, that's it, man. That's it. Nope. Done. Toasted. All right. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. To the moon. Bye-bye. Oh.